What's up, guys? It's the Farooqi brothers back with another video. And today for you guys, we're going to be talking about the latest breaking news coming out of The Hollywood Reporter. Jamie Foxx is in final negotiations to come back as Electro for Spider-Man 3, the third installation of the Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy. Now, as you guys know, Jamie Foxx played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that starred Andrew Garfield. And, it was obviously a very divisive movie, and people had very various opinions about it. A lot of people consider it to be one of the lower tier of the Spider-Man franchise. And Jamie Foxx wasn't really that beloved, but the fact that he's coming back has people excited, which shows that, the movie has either grown on people, his role as Electro might have grown on people. And, well, this is a huge surprise, and I'm very interested to see why Marvel did it. What's the reasoning? What's the story reason? What's the business reason? But that's what we're here for, and we're going to give our opinions and break it down. So, Zian, I'll start with you. What did you make of this big news?
Obviously, it's very surprising in terms of just seeing that they're bringing back a past actor. I know they did it with J. Jonah Jameson. Obviously, he's very iconic in his role, so it made sense why they brought him back. I think it'll be something around the same capacity as that. I know, like you said, a lot of people weren't really a big fan of Jamie Foxx's portrayal of Electro in the Amazing Spider-Man series. But as an actor, he's obviously one of the best actors you see from all his other projects and films. So maybe they like what they saw and they're going to give him another chance. And if written properly, written the right way, though, based on how the other Far From the home Spider-Man films have been written, I'm pretty shaky on how they're going to handle him. But if they do write him well, I think he has the chops to do it. He can do a very great job as Electro again. I don't think it's going to be like a Spider-Verse type thing. I think he will be a completely new iteration of Electro. And they're just giving him, as an actor, a second chance to do it with a different style of writing, because the writing of how they wrote him in Amazing Spider-Man 2 was really the biggest issue with his character. So that's my thoughts on it.
I think doing it more of a Spider-Verse type thing would open up a lot of, pathways that Marvel could take it. If they bring in, Andrew Garfield back with Tom Holland, and maybe even wait, what was his name?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah. If they bring back all three Spider-Men, then it might be sick. They could also, go with the Miles Morales route. That way they could take Andrew Garfield, maybe kill him off if they want to, and just go with the Miles Morales. So I don't know.
I think.
Wait. All right.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead.
No, I was thinking that actually you made a really good point that I didn't think about, that if they Marvel wanted a situation where a live action Miles Morales can coexist with Tom Holland's Peter Parker, well, the only way to do that is if you killed off another Spider-Man. And in this case, Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, if that was a Spider-Man that introduced a Miles from that universe, that'd be very interesting, honestly. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point, Samir. In my opinion, I also feel like it's something about this screams Spider-Verse to me. Maybe it's because of the heavy rumors that, we've reported on a few times, that Sony, that's obviously the ones who are in charge of this, not really Disney, it's Sony who are in charge of these movies. They've really been interested in a Spider-Verse movie. They've been interested in the idea of bringing people together. And with the success of the animated Spider-Verse, there's been incredible hype around this multiverse style event. And we talked about this in previous podcasts, but the idea of the three Spider-Men together, Andrew, Tobey, and Tom, would be an Avengers Endgame level $2 billion movie, right? Like, this is a movie that everyone would see. And it remains to be seen what makes this space. Some people keep overreading it. Maybe we're overreading it. Maybe Zian's right, and it's just a chance for that actor to have a redemption with that character. It's hard to tell right now, but I definitely feel like something more is in the works. We know that between Morbius and Venom, they're building a Spider-Man universe with Michael Keaton. They're building a universe of villains. And if you're making a Sinister Six, if you're building towards that, Electro is part of it. And listen, the last person I would have guessed would be you bring back Jamie Foxx. But Jamie Foxx is an incredible actor. He's an actor who's in huge movies, and he's in high demand right now. So it makes sense that, he would get another superhero role. The fact that he's getting a second crack at Electro is even crazier. And now if Electro is actually the same one from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, obviously the character did presumably die in the end of the movie, but let's say something crazy happens, a portal opens, and in the middle of the Garfield fight with Electro, both of them get pulled into the MCU. That's kind of wild. Like, that'd be wild. And I don't know if they're going to be that crazy for this movie or if they're just trying to do the setup for a multiverse. We know Doctor Strange is going to be doing a hell of a lot of that as well. So it's been very interesting where they go with this. I'm actually really excited. Look, none of us here liked Far From Home, so we were all lukewarm going into Spider-Man 3. And it's like, what are they going to do with this trilogy? We know Spider-Man got ousted, and everyone knows he's Peter Parker after the Mysterio fight. So it's like, okay, what's next? And we were more excited, like we said, when Sony bought Marvel, we were more excited, not Sony bought, when Sony took control of Spider-Man again, we were all like, oh, maybe this is a chance for them to do crazier things. But when I hear some news like this, I feel like something has to be more than what we're reading. And I think there's much more to this than we're seeing. So in my opinion, I think they're building up some kind of Spider-Verse thing. I think we're going to be seeing something crazy. I don't know if it's going to be all in this movie or if this is a setup for it, but that's crazy for me that Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. Umar, what are your thoughts on this, man? What do you think about this news, and where do you think the character is going?
I think that Jamie Foxx coming back to play is nice. I think he's getting a do-over type thing. I didn't really enjoy his version in The Amazing Spider-Man. I thought that the writing wasn't there. Like, it could have been a little bit better. And with Jamie Foxx coming back, I hope they do like a newer take where they don't reboot the character like the one he was, the role that he was playing in Spider-Man. I would rather have it that he gets a new take, fresh take with a fresh version of the character, and that way he can have like a do-over. It's the same with Ryan Reynolds. If he comes back for Justice League, like, I would rather they go their own way than try to copy what was already done before. But yeah, that's it for me.
And yeah, just jumping off Umar's point, I agree with him, and I think that it's going to be cool to see what happens next. But the question is, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. From myself, from Zayan, from Umar, and from Samir, we're the Farooqi brothers, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.